Do I need to wait for you to record or something, Sean?
Already going.
Or are we good? Okay. Going off of the last session, we join our travelers, our adventurers, our makeshift band of heroes, narrowly escaping with their lives, a lair of a lich that seek to use their newfound friend as some sort of toy or instrument, some sort of experiment. And for saving his life, Arlott is incredibly grateful and with something I couldn't really get to last session. He seems to want someone to tell you guys something. He's kind of pulling on Therivel's cloak and just kind of like,
Yes, little
I tell you
man.
something.
What say you?
Oh, my wonderful new friends. I must say, while we were in there, I was able to snag a couple of treasures, and I would like to give them to you all as sort of repayment for saving my life and becoming my
You?
lifelong friends.
A little thief, are you?
And he
Should
kind
I
of,
smack his hand and say no? His feeling's bad.
oh, you do that, and he's like, oh, okay, and he kind of clams up.
But I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm glad you're giving it to us
Changes
instead
mind.
of the
And he
police. You
changes
know,
his mind if you say that.
they probably would have searched you down and everything like that
And he
too.
kind of pulls out this dirty, like burlap sack, and like you're like, where was he hiding that thing? But no matter. He pulls out anyway. You hear this jingle of metal clanging against metal. He kind of pours on the ground. You see this mountain of gold coins. They seem to have snuck away while everybody was fighting the lich. Let's see. Probably reaches out to about 1,000 gold pieces to split amongst yourselves.
That's a lot of money.
What's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little math?
If you'd like, I could take this gold, invested, return it to you all. I don't know, maybe 3 years
In your
time.
rich family account? In your rich family account?
Invest to where?
Isn't there only 7 of us
Yeah,
though?
and
How?
aren't you not
shares
from
are
this
actually
realm?
splitting today.
Benchbane Pharmaceuticals. Oh,
How
God.
do we split an even amount with odd people?
We could donate it to charity. And
I was gonna
Ew,
say,
no.
you solve it by donating it.
We don't even know the charities in this
I
world.
thought you
We'd
were
have
saying
to
donate
vet
to
them,
children.
find
I
them.
thought that
It's
would be
too
good
much work.
Too much work. We'll try rather just do it ourselves. You know, be our own self-good effort. We don't need to
He
give it to
also
children or charity.
pulls out several trinkets that he was able to find, and he pulls out 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think.
Yes.
7 bangles that are like
Oh wait, no, we don't have any.
they're very
I can't.
shiny and pretty, but they seem to have some sort of magic imbued within them that I'm sure I will tell you later what they do. But for now, be excited for that.
Oh, I'm excited! Yay!
Seven bangles.
Excited for this thing we got.
Can I put it on my wrist already?
Oh, of course you can. And you feel the magic surge within you, but you're not sure exactly what it's doing or where it's surging into.
Can one of us do an
But it
Arcana
looks
check?
cool.
Later.
But
We'll do it later.
with that, Arlod seems to have a couple more things that he might be willing to give you later, but for now he kind of stuffs it back into whatever hidey hole he has on his
You
person.
keep it for now, a little man. We don't split
And
it
he
between ourselves either.
addresses the issue at hand, and he gazes upon the facade of what appears to be a city shrouded in this sort of darkness. Everything else seems to have this
That's not
light
good.
about it. It's the midday, but everything surrounding the city seems to have this dark, shadowy theme to it. You kind of hear like muffled sounds coming from inside.
It's a very dark area. This looks very shady. Like
And from the knowledge you gained
badly
in the
shady.
last session, you know that this is because there is still a barrier containing the people within. You can now get inside, but you don't really have a way to get out. But you know that people are in danger in there, some sort of danger. That the Dark King has made this place his evil lair of sorts. And really, what else is there to do but to go inside?
Burn it down.
And with that, in any order, whether it be throwing Phileas through, Sock tripping on a rock and falling into it, you all decide to step into this shadowy barrier. And as each of you step through, you feel your shoulders sort of weigh down, and you have to like almost kneel over for a second as you catch your breath, almost as if you're on the top of the highest mountain. The air is hard to breathe. There's this sort of
Olympus.
weird glamour in your eyes where it's like when you look into the sun at first, it gets that temporary blindness, and as your vision starts to clear, you see that everything has this black and white tone. If you were
Oh,
from a different universe, you might think this was something that we'd see on an early television, whatever that is. And I can kind of
so
give
this
you.
is what pay-per-view was like.
Oh my god, we're in Anne Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Orlando.
Can I just
This-
like make some color? Can I does that still work? Can I just go back to the little flowers and be like trying to imbue color into it?
Sure, you can try.
Illusion? Okay. I'll just kind of silent image. Should be fine. It's a silent one. Here, let's try it.
Have you
It's
done
just
it? Are you doing it right now? Okay.
yes.
As you try to cast your silent image, the magic forms in the air, bringing a short burst of color to this colorless world before quickly
Ooh.
dissipating. The magic that you have created
Oh,
seems to be sucked in every which direction, almost as if it's being absorbed into the air.
well, that's
Quite a
not
strange
nice.
occurrence, not usual.
Again, more magic being sucked.
This reminds me of the lands of the Harkonnens.
This reminds me of a book.
What the fuck are you talking about there, Vol?
What do you mean?
Can you tell us
Who
about
are
the
they?
Harkonnens?
They're
I'm
from
not
a
familiar.
distant kingdom, but
How
they
distant?
control
Distant lands
drugs.
from a
They have an
world of
empire.
imagination.
What kind of drugs? I'd be interested to hear about
I
this.
knew that was coming. Arlot's like, me too.
Me too, drugs.
But as you finally adjust to this new sort of perspective, this new dimension that is appearing before your eyes, you see that there are people walking around with that same labored gait that you had originally. Well, you can still walk around now, being the powerful group that you are after all this
People are
journey.
pretty
These
tired here.
normal townsfolk are walking around looking as if something's weighing on them, as if they're being bogged down. And as you look upon their countenances, you see that they have smiles upon their faces for whatever reason. They all appear, for whatever reason, to be happy with this state of the world.
Not a
And as
mask, is
you
it?
look around at all these people, you see several places that you can visit to maybe ask about this new city. You see taverns, you see a shopping district, you see several places in the town square where people might be hanging out, such as the fountain in the center, just as black and white as everything else. You can take it from there.
People look
Yeah,
happy here. It's not
yeah.
too bad. It's not all black and white here, it looks like.
Oh no, it is.
There might be a drug problem or 12, but
Yeah, speaking of
That's
which,
the
I might go
Harkonnen.
try to procure some.
some more
Your
sagely.
Harkonnens live here, Theravel.
I did see a funny looking dude walking out the other day.
That's
When
fucking
we
funny.
just arrived. When we just arrived.
You look over and you see a bald guy. He's like a little portly,
A little portly.
Is that the dude?
but other than
Go-
that, that's it.
Go up to him, ask him what if he has any spice,
Harkonnen,
and
goodbye.
he'll know what you mean.
Can I
Oi, you bald man, you want some of the sage leaf man swinging right here?
Yeah.
He kind
Where's that mage leaf at?
Or
He kinda
if
like-
you had just spice.
of looks at you like you're crazy, but gives you a polite smile
And
as he tries to promptly ignore the people
appreciate the
disturbing his
smile?
peace.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
Hmm.
scamper over to a market looking area of any sort and see if there's any shady figures I can talk to. Can I do a
Before we
perception
leave-
check
Oh, hold up.
before I
Before
leave?
we leave,
What about
put a rope on you.
What about that money?
Yeah,
What's gonna happen
We do
there?
yeah.
have
I
some
don't.
spending money,
Whoever's holding it for right now.
Phileas has got a hang on it right now.
I
He's
will invest. Give me here 2 years. How about that?
You'll be our treasurer, not an investor for now, right? Do you see anything funny
Okay.
in the
Think
shop?
of me like
Doc?
a bank.
No,
No.
Bench Bane and the
kindly.
Sons.
I'm
That's
honestly because if we're gonna go to a marketplace, I want to make sure I get my fair share.
I
We
will
all
make
get
sure
ourselves
of
a
it,
lot of
dear
potions.
Thermal.
Our lot passes there with 100 gold coins, almost as if he's like, to our new friendship, and kind of pats him on the back of his leg.
That will be deducted from your share, Thermal.
I saw
He has
that.
to mention
I
it.
saw.
Ain't no moonlighting here.
Yeah, can I go scamper off now, or is that everything?
Oh, yeah. Sock
Alright.
scampers
that's
off in
fine.
a little skip that everybody seems to be like, oh, he's happy too.
Do a buddy
And
system.
you kind of make your way to the shopping district. You can see stalls of every which kind, weapon sellers, potion brewers, different sorts of merchants, traveling kind, a whole variety. And you look around and attune yourself and now roll for perception.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. L. Well, that's not bad.
You notice that there is a person that seems to be looking around, almost as if he is afraid of being watched.
I want to approach this person.
You even
As-
see that high?
As you begin to
Maybe
approach this
not.
person, you begin to see that throughout the town are scattered these birds, these pitch black ravens that appear to be perched throughout the city, almost as if they're keeping an eye on things. They're looking at different people and watching what they're doing. And as you approach, you start to think that maybe you shouldn't be too forward in this conversation. That maybe you should, I don't know, bring him outside of eyes reach, something. You would get
Hey,
this
man.
distinct feeling you're
How's it
being
going?
watched.
The eyes of night around us.
He looks around to see if anybody's watching him, and he says, "Quite all right, I suppose. Why do you ask?"
I was just,
Oh wait, hold on.
Jason got
I was saying
restarted.
Jason got absolutely effed on.
Oh, and that's why his thing's frozen
Bruh, he
stuck in
said.
time.
Did he call his provider?
there. The eyes of night are upon us. They'll be the first one.
Fucking struck by like you didn't roll it. You died. You fucking his face. Yeah, I saw that. Flash update? What is going on with this dude's bios? It's updating the bios every fucking 3 weeks.
Lido, I blame it. Blame on the bird.
It is Lido. I'm gonna blame him.
It's better than blaming on the CCP at least.
Yeah, Jason does that all the time.
Talks about a CCP.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. There
Anything on him.
he goes. Who's
nice courtyard.
mandatory restarting? That's crazy.
It's a cool courtyard. Ooh. I kind of want to see if you can like break someone's mind.
Why is that thing is fucking firmware?
That's
I'm not really sure.
what?
I have never had an update
Yeah.
like that for my computer before.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Do you have like ransomware installed? What's going
No,
on?
They
Jason's
didn't want
got.
to see the. They didn't want to see D&D game.
He get his fucking computer from a stall on the side of the road.
Yeah.
What the heck?
You think we'll all be tech savvy nowadays?
I
What the
genuinely
snout?
believe that Jason has a modern case of gremlins. Like,
Oh yeah, from
Gremlin.
Shadowrun. Yeah.
cause
Arlot's like, I take offense to that.
like
It's from another world, man.
the origin of like the term in like modern times comes from like creatures that like fucked up machinery and shit. Like when the Industrial
Really?
Revolution was happening, And so some people started attributing that. It's like people who just get esoteric computer problems, and that just seems to be Jason all the time.
I had mine during my laptop days playing League of Legends. I would always blue screen and it'd be like 30-minute my timer and I'd be like, oh god damn.
Because without fail, every time he'll say something, I'll be like, nope, never heard of that before. I don't do that with
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, you did it with me for a little bit. I appreciate that. Setting up my new SSDs and then recovering my frozen hard drive.
That's what I do.
Frozen heart.
Frozen art.
Think he's coming back?
No.
At least Mother fits in this, you know. All of our colors are grayed out, but he's just perfect.
That seems a little. I think you're walking a fine line there, Bloopy. No,
Am I? Oh,
just kidding. Just a little silly.
it's a little
A little
silly.
humor.
Little humor as a treat.
Oh, I can give the sun color, you know. If I just do Bargain Lady, you want
Anybody
some
want to
red?
give Sock a wedgie while we wait?
Roll for athletics.
Oh, you don't know, but I'm looking for the roll right now. He's gonna ask what happened. Oh, fuck.
I
I
don't
guess
think
I
that.
die.
I don't think that works. It's up to the DM, not up to me.
Bloopy
I'm
walks
looking at
up
you.
behind Sock and kind of like smacks him on the butt and forgets what he was doing, and then walks away.
Classic.
Thank for a little man.
Anybody else want to try?
Oh god, I didn't think this would actually be a thing.
Now you're just waving it around, eh?
Nobody is capable of giving a kobold a wedgie. That is my
Mountain fist. Mountain
goal.
fist.
Oh
Go.
god, can you imagine?
Teach him the weights of your muscles.
You're gonna kill his party mate. Eternal bleeding.
I don't think our paladin could do it. He's morally good. Oh my
Performance
god.
check. Philly just starts fucking humming to himself, and sounds good.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sounds really good.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm playing it on the horn though.
Oh
He's
shit.
humming on the horn.
Oh shit.
That sounds like a song, humming on the horn.
What song is it?
I don't know. Just
Make
sounds like
mommy
one.
I thought
proud,
that said
Jason.
horny check.
Welcome
I was like,
back,
what?
Jason.
Wow, that was
Jason.
unexpected.
Welcome back, my dude.
I don't know what the fuck made my computer do that. It literally
have
popped
a-
up on the corner, and it was like, restart something, and I was
Something
like,
haunted in your computer,
like,
Jason.
what? So I looked at it, and then instantly my screen went black. I was like,
Ugh.
what the fuck?
It was the CCP.
Will there be any more interruptions, Jason? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Okay,
look.
back to it.
You should have seen your face when you died, though.
Sock, resume. I don't know if you can regain your train of thought.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you knew where to what kind of market places we got around here. What kind of vendors do you know about? I'm new to this town.
He like looks at you, checks to see if you have functioning eyes, and kind of looks out at her. He's like, it's a little obvious. Can you please hurry with whatever you're gonna ask? I'm a little busy.
Do you maybe want to go somewhere private? I whisper to him, like, you know, put my hand over my little big ass snout.
He kind of looks at you for a second. He says, "All right, are you the people I'm supposed to meet?" And he kind of like motions over towards the party you just walked away from.
That's somewhere.
Yes. Yes, perhaps.
Thank you. He looks at you again. And he walks around. And he looks at one of the birds that are perched nearby, and he kind of like pulls the hood of his cloak up a little bit to cover his face. And he says, "Come with me." And he kind of like motions to everybody else too to like follow along. And he leads you into these back
Alright,
streets.
gang, let's go.
I'm already following.
He leads you into these
Don't worry.
twisting back streets. This old and almost forgotten part of town. You see that there are boarded up businesses, places that apparently had gone out of business, whether willingly or otherwise.
Slums, eh?
And as you finally make your way down, you find your way at the end of this little back alley path. and you see that there's a lone building standing at the end. The only one illuminated by lights from the inside. He motions, says, "Come with me, come." He opens the door and lets you all in. And he finally pulls his cloak down, and you can see that you're in the midst of what appears to be your old common pub. There's a few people drinking, but as you walk in, they all kind of like turn and look at you with this like distrustful look in their eyes.
I think this is
And
what
as
they
the
call tinfoil.
man like motions you through, you see the bartender kind of like put the glass he was cleaning down, step away from the bar, and he heads towards you and he says, "Well, well, well."
Well, well, well. Hi.
Phineas. I had to think of a name.
Phineas?
Yeah, you know, like you guys have
And
like similar
firm.
names. Phineas.
What?
Who are these people? Why you bring them here? And he says, "What? Well, I'm sorry, Jax, but were these not the people I was supposed to bring?" He looks them over and he says, I don't think so. I definitely don't remember them having." He kind of looks at Arla and he says, "That sort of thing with them.
You
How can
don't
you be
know what
sure that
that
we can
is?
trust them? You brought them here, and you didn't even vet them first." And Phineas kind of looks at him. He's like, I'm sorry, Jax. I should have thought of that." He says, "Whatever." He kind of like looks at all of you and he addresses all of you, not really singling out anybody in particular. And he says, "What are you here for? Are you with the king?" And he kind of like looks around to see if anybody's watching as he says that.
We're the other end of the deal, aren't we?
I walk up and I bow and I say, "Greetings. We are but a band of performers and street magicians."
Okay, but that doesn't really explain as to why you came here. You must have told him that you were the people he was looking for, so why would you say that?
Well, I have my
Because we're
great
only
friend
half priest, you
Phileas
know?
Munchbane here to explain that.
Well, funniest darn thing. We are the people you need to meet, actually.
Oh,
And we're performers that
Performers.
watch Canopy God damn it. We fought hard.
I need you to do a deception check right now.
What? Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Not my best work.
Clearly seeing through your straight teeth lie, and almost as if he just saw something in your eye that told him, "Don't trust this guy." He looks at you, he says, "Listen here, you fucking bollocks. You're gonna tell me why you're here, and now, before you don't leave here without a few broken bones." And he motions all the dudes, and they start to like crack their knuckles. Some of them appear to be reaching into their pockets for weapons unseen, and a few others are chanting something to themselves as if they're readying spells.
Well, do you want to see a bit of red? You want to see? You want?
Listen, we
Threatening them, Bloopy?
I don't know. Are they threatening us? It looks like they're
It
threatening us.
sounded like it. It
I was
sounded
gonna.
like it.
No, oh, that maybe red was not a good color. Like
listen, we
blue,
all know
maybe?
y'all ain't gonna do shit with our mountain fist here. So let's put the swords away, you little fuck billies.
Would
We
you
can
believe?
tell some shit's wrong with this fucking city. We just got here. We're on the same goddamn team. You're obviously a shady motherfucker. We saw the birds. We know there's some shit with the birds. We needed to get you alone. Is that what you wanted to hear? We need your help. Could you
Maybe,
help us?
maybe we don't exactly know
Alright.
the other half of our deal.
Well, since you were pulled into this, Alex, can you roll an intimidation check for me?
Sure.
All those vine booms was Mountain Fist flexing their pecs.
Fucking
Oh man.
scary girl.
No.
No.
We're so
He
fucked.
looks over at Mountain Fist, and from this angle, he doesn't look that tall. I don't know if it's like the floor of the pub is a little uneven, but he's like, "I could take him."
You can you
That's too
It-
funny.
And he kind of
What-
tries to piece together the incoherent ramblings of Phileas, and he's like, birds.
What if
Okay,
I
okay. What?
what if I run up and I crawl up Mountain Fist's back really fast and I stand on his shoulders as tall as I can and look down on him and try to like double up. Like I spider monkey up his back and I stand up and I'm looking down on him like this above Mountain Fist.
I
If
would
I-
need you to roll both an intimidation check and a deception check.
If I was
While-
in a
while
heated
he's doing this,
confrontation
wait,
with somebody like this,
Ricky?
somebody did that, I'd start laughing my fucking
What's
ass
that movie?
off.
Oh god, hold
I
on.
was gonna say, while they're doing this, can I make the sky red?
You're in a pub.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Wait, why is
Never
Alex
mind.
rolling just to see the odds?
Both of them.
Ricky said I
Oh,
need you
both of
both to
us?
roll. I need
Oh.
you
Yeah.
both to roll an intimidation and deception checks. That's what I did.
You did intimidation. Oh no, my bad.
He said both.
Yeah.
All right,
This
your
first
turn for a
intimidation.
deception check.
But I'm literally negative charisma, so this is the last person you should have asked to do
Oh.
this with.
Mountain Fist appears slightly taller as Feanor gets on his back. He's not exactly sure what they're doing, but something about his charisma, the way he acted, kind of like makes him stand down a little bit and seem a little bit more willing to hear your side of the story.
That's
And as he
fucking
pieces
right.
together all the information that Phileas had so deftly shouted into his ear from point blank range, he thinks for a second and he says, okay, obviously you people aren't from here. I don't think the king would use such methods. They would simply steal us away in the dead of night or something. So clearly you're not from here. He kind of motions to a couple of his guys who walk over to the windows and close them, making sure that there's no light that can be seen from the outside. And he kind of motions all of you to come closer. Says, as you can see, well, at least I hope you've noticed you're not able to leave here. Nobody is. I don't know how you got in here. Nobody's been in here for... Can't even tell the time anymore, but it's been a very long time since we last saw somebody new in this city. And I have to tell you, a lot of people that just show up end up going missing, so that might be to your bad luck. However, if you don't know anything about this town, what you should know is that there's something deeply wrong here, but I'm sure you've noticed that. The people.
Ugly.
Ugly, yeah. They're smiling, right? Is their smile?
The
the
city
problem?
wasn't always like this. Fractonia was a large and beautiful city, ruled by a kind king. And yet, some years ago, a new king came in after he was banished by the kingdom in the far east of this continent. He challenged the king to a duel of magic, and he won single-handedly. There wasn't even a trace left of our former kind king when he was done with him. He took root in this city, and ever since then something's been changing. It feels wrong. The magic we cast isn't as strong. It seems to dissipate in midair. Get absorbed someplace. We don't know where it goes. We've noticed these birds showing up everywhere as if they're keeping tabs on everything. And people that talk about the king end up not being around for much longer. In fact, I've already lost a few friends and relatives that same way.
What is this
However.
king's name?
That thinking back on it, he did give us a name before. I gotta fucking figure out how to pronounce this because I do have his name.
Barcelonian.
His name is Akir. He emerged from this sort of argument he had with the king in the east, and while I hear he had a hand in the whole country, he never really bothered with anything beyond his reach, and until now he appeared and seemed to be full of ambition, anger, wanting to have revenge against the king that kicked him out. And so Akir, like I said, has been causing nothing but trouble for this city. All the people here, though, they seem content with everything that's going on, despite the fact that their bones ache as they walk around as if gravity had suddenly gotten stronger. As they walk around hardly able to catch their breaths. They seem as if they're fine with everything.
So the king became like this because of betrayal?
Yes, it is a cure, as you said that,
Nice.
Vance.
Oh.
And as he kind of looks and he says, he motions around everybody around him and said, "These are my dear friends, the only people I have left that haven't been changed like the rest of them." He says, "For whatever reason, those of stronger stature, or who, at the very least, have more magic than other people, are, I wouldn't say unharmed, but they're able to walk around and keep their senses. I think the king realizes this, and he makes the people that he sees acting a little too suspiciously disappear. That's why I had, well, presumably it was going to be another group of believers in our cause, but this group I had my friend Phineas here bring you here, where we're sort of out of reach of the king's influence, at least for now." He says, "Now to bring us to why I'm here, we are sort of a coalition, a group of people that want to overthrow the king. This would be blasphemous to say aloud, but I'm going to trust you all. I
Trust
hope
is
that you
a
won't betray that trust, but
valuable thing. Look at
I
our lot
suppose
here.
I'll be too late for me to remember in the morning if I'm gone, so. But I must ask you, traveler, since you're unaffected by this shade that has fallen over the city, do you think you could spare some help in our cause? You must be powerful."
I flash him a little bit of color. Not
I
as
think
powerful
our
as this though.
What if we told you that we knew of a group that was on a holy crusade to kill the king?
He kind of like thinks for a moment. He says, "Well, I would welcome that. This king is a scourge upon our city. I would want nothing more than him to be vanquished. But where is such a group? Where can you find them?"
Phileas reaches his hand out.
Phileas Menchbane, nice to meet you.
we're here to fuck the king too.
All
Looks
you
like
say
we
is,
found the right
we're here
guy.
to pimp your
He has a
kingdom.
lot of concubines. Do you think you'll? Is that your plan?
You
We're
said all
gonna
8 of
fuck
us?
him to
Wow.
death.
Yeah, that's my snoo.
I mean, but if what you say is true, then you're practically a part of our cause already. What? This is great news.
We are the
I
people you're looking for, apparently.
Who
kind
was
of
it
like
that your man was waiting for realsies?
But anyway, yeah, besides us strangers.
Yeah,
he,
maybe we could help out with
look,
that.
he thinks for a moment. He says, "Well, Phineas told me that another one of our leads on the other side of town informed him of a group that was looking for something similar to you. That they seemed like they wanted to be part of our cause, and so we asked them, and yet they never showed up. And of course, you showed up in their place. Phineas, thinking it was them, bringing you to me. I'm not sure what happened to them. Perhaps they've already disappeared."
And what's your name, sir?
You could call me Jax.
Jax.
He kind of like puts
Skellington?
out a hand, gives you a firm handshake.
Quite the girthy handshake, Jax.
I
Now let's not talk
polish a
about
lot of
ourselves now.
glasses. But he says to you all, and he's now. In that case, I think I can get down to business. If we are to take down this king, we need a little bit more information. We know that he resides in the castle, but we don't know of any way to get into the castle. Much as there was a barrier surrounding the city, there's a very strong magical barrier surrounding the castle. Now, since all of you are powerful and I'm sure could strong arm your way into some information, could I ask that you all go into town, maybe talk to some people, ask them if they know of any ways of getting into the castle, or if they know anybody who's been to the castle at all.
How do we
Easily,
avoid detection from
easily
the
done.
ravens?
We're kind of the only visitors in this last decade. This
He
whole
looks
place.
over you all and he
Yeah.
kind of like reaches into a nearby chest and he pulls out 7 cloaks that seem identical to the one that Phineas was wearing. He says, it won't hide your identity completely, but if
It'll
you have your
do.
hood up, it'll be harder for the ravens to spot you." He kind of hands one to each of you.
Are we? I have a question. Sorry. Are we in the? Are we in the same? Are we in another? Hmm.
Could I?
Are
Could
we in another world realm? Or are we on the same continent as we were when we first got here?
I
Do we
This is
imagine
the
know
this
what?
same
being a
continent. You're on the
dome.
far west
Yeah,
of
I
it
imagine this
now.
being a
Okay.
dome of black
It's
and
like a
white that
crescent,
surrounds the
so
city.
Okay. I just wasn't too sure because then we went through like a portal of some sort, so I wasn't too
basically
sure if
went
it
from
was
tip
like
to
a.
tip of
Okay.
like a
Yeah, we
crescent
went
moon
through like
shape.
the black barrier between like entering this thing.
Okay.
I could lower the clouds, you could say, and like so the ravens can't see us. Make it roll in a fog throughout the city.
I'm simply
Uh,
worried about the effect this city has on magic.
That's true. It wasn't just colors. It could be just
Might have to
magical too.
rely on your wits and, of course, your statures, your
Hmm.
intimidating statures to find your way around town, figure out some information for me. But I promise you that we will also be on the lookout. I have my many agents on the lookout, and I also will be out in the field gathering as much
You
information
have
as
your
I
own
can. I
crow.
promise you, you're not alone.
Any suggestions where we should start?
He
The
thinks for a
potion shop.
second.
We can all use more potions. Can't really tell which ones are.
Thinks for a second, and he says, "Well, I do have one suggestion, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
Let's hear it.
Try me.
Or perhaps you will, depending on your preferences." He thinks for a moment and he says, "There is one side of the underworld that we haven't really gotten on our side yet. They seem to be too content with the status quo. They're quite happy that everybody is content because they seem to be getting more customers that way. But there's a brothel on the opposite side of town that caters to quite the specific sort. I don't
Specific.
want to. It'd be better if you showed up and just saw it, but if you could search there first, I think you might be able to get some information that I couldn't because they already know that I am looking for answers. But if you were perhaps, say, to
Some
indulge in some of their
royal.
services, they may be able to
I see.
give you some information in return.
Sounds like a
But only if
one-place
you're
city.
comfortable with it. I won't force you.
Fuck yeah, sign me up.
Sounds like a cozy place to go. Meet some new friends. They will know the best of they will know the best heart, the soul of the city. You know, they tend to people of the city. It's a good place.
Would a holy man like Thorfinn ever go into a brothel?
You
He's
you
just
could wait
waiting outside
outside.
I just
patiently.
close my
Yeah,
eyes.
reading your
And your
Bible.
ears are like la 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 la.
Yes, text doesn't exist. I'm Goku. I'm Goku. I'm Goku.
Oh god.
What say you, Therival and Mountain Fist?
I
Everyone's getting his
Ooh,
morals together.
we can
And
train
you
up
just hear
that
Arlott
charisma
like
of
kind of like
yours.
profusely sweating, almost as if he's like
Yeah, I know that little freak wants in there.
that little freak. We should send him in there
He's probably on a waiting
first.
list already.
Do you still need a rope?
He's on a waiting list.
They clocked him the second he walked into this joint.
He's working now. He's in business
They
mode.
gave him a business card already, handed it to him.
Business in the back, business in the front.
And with that,
All business.
our group makes their way out of the pub, saying goodbye to their newfound friends. They pull the cloaks over their heads as they walk along the path back to where they were. They're able to find, with some instructions that were given by their new friend Jax, and make their way to the other side of town. And as they make their way to a similar path that is full of rundown businesses and broken windows, abandoned houses, you make your way to another building that seems to be illuminated in almost
Join
this
you.
ethereal glow.
My
You
hood's
could
not
tell
letting
that
anymore,
if there
baby.
was still color, it would be a vivid shade of something sexy. And as you gaze upon this multi-storied brothel, you can kind of smell something pungent. You don't really know what it is, but
Smell the musk in
it's
there.
funky. And as you get closer, you see Arlott kind of
funky.
fucking
Hate that.
chomping at the bit, fucking pulling. He's pulling on his little makeshift leash that Therival's pulling. And as he pulls finally hard enough, he's able to break free and runs into the brothel before anybody can get out. And you decide to wait a little bit. You decide to wait a little bit to see if he comes back, and after about 15 minutes or so, Arlot walks back with the most shit-eating, fucking just self-centered grin on his face. He's just
The Sigma
like
face.
he's lost some hair. Like his
Terrible.
clothes
You're
are
gonna have to set this
disheveled.
straight.
It looks like God came down, gave him a handshake. Like,
You're basically his dad at this point.
it was almost a religious awakening for him.
Oh damn.
You have fun, little
My,
guy?
oh my.
All right,
That
let's take a
was
nap. Let's go to bed now.
You
Let's go to
kind
bed
of
now.
cradle him in his in your arms, and he
obscene.
falls asleep.
It's obscene.
You did call him Arlot the Harlot.
Yeah, the
Obscene.
harlot.
Obscene. And with that, my friends, what will you do?
Should
Will
we
you
rest?
follow your friend into the cusp of insanity?
Can I put on a
Yeah,
bonfire?
I mean, I want to see brothel. Like, hell for that.
You
Before
might
we go
already
in, I have to
get one.
ask.
Can I roll
We're
an
gonna see some
investigation
things
check?
there.
Can you do a what check?
Can I roll an investigation check
To do what?
Does
to
does his dick
investigate
smell?
the brothel?
Like the outside of it?
You mean
The
investigate?
inside of
people.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you want to walk in
No,
there and get a
investigate
thorough
the people.
investigation.
I want to investigate the brothel.
Just come out and say
Like,
it, Sock.
you wanna?
We're all adults here.
Can you do an
It's part
athletic?
of it. Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
is this different from any other brothel I've been to?
I am.
I want
What,
to.
let me
You
guess, Therville, you're abstaining. We know.
We know.
No, I was gonna volunteer myself. The most lawfully good.
Incel.
And also you go incel, yeah.
Wait. Suck. Since you're going inside, I need you to give me all of your gold. That way you don't spend it.
See, that's not why I'm going in there.
I put out my hand like a
We have a quest to do.
give me. Give me.
Yeah. We don't have parents here. We're the adventurers.
What if you get pickpocketed?
I don't think that's gonna happen. I've been on the streets a while.
Do you not trust
You
these
have poor
sex
eyesight.
workers? Like what
No.
do you think they're all just like gonna swindle you? Just gonna be a
Yes.
honeypot?
How else will they make the
Did I answer
money?
that too fast?
Then you don't
They're
trust
providing
them.
for their families.
You're providing
And ask
for
me
the
that again.
people.
I'll give it a delay this time.
So who's
Okay,
all
but
going
I
in
would
there?
I would like to go in and do a perception check to take a
Okay.
look around.
Hold on.
I'll go in
Gang,
with him. Man.
we need to recenter ourselves. I think we're getting too worked up about who are we talking to?
Yeah,
What are
we're
we
looking-
investigating?
I
What are we
want to
doing?
perceive what's around me in there.
Like you want to walk in and perceive it?
Yes.
Okay, first you're gonna have to walk in. Do you alone? Do you walk up there and walk
Oh,
in?
who's going in?
I'm going with you.
Who's staying out here?
I'll keep watch.
I'm a kitsune, so this is kind of like my natural plaything. Right?
Alright, so me
I'll
and Bloopy.
go.
Bloopy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you lost connection.
Yeah, I try to switch things real quick.
And so who's staying out here? Just you,
I'm the only
Phileas?
person who's
I will
expressed
stay
my want
outside.
to stay outside.
Alright,
I'll stay with
I will
I'll stay
stay
with
outside.
Phileas.
Alright, so that's 3 staying outside. Mount Fist, what are you doing?
I'll just go in.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they're gonna
Bloopy,
be all
Therum,
over you,
Weevil,
bro.
Stock, and Mountain Fist go in to the brothel.
Loopy, Thurible, Stock, and Mountain Fist. Okay. You walk up to the brothel doors, ready to do a thorough investigation of the place. But as the 4 of you step inside, you are greeted by a man who dwarfs even Mountain Fist in stature. He's got these large teeth, these almost canines that pop up from the bottom of his lips and kind of like rest on his top lip. And he says, "Oh, I see we have some new customers. Well, since I don't remember seeing your faces around here, you're going to need to follow the rules." And he kind of pulls out 4 blindfolds and 4 sets of earplugs for each of you, and he says, "I'm gonna need all of you to put these on.
How does this
So,
place?
Seems
if you want to
pretty
investigate,
shady.
you're either gonna have to disobey the rule."
Fuck it, I'll do anything once.
You all place the sensory depriving instruments upon your heads, and you he ushers you forward, kind of holding on to one of your shoulders as the rest of you hold on to the other one's shoulders as he guides you along this place. And as you enter what appears to be a new door from what you can tell in your lower sensory state,
Smelling the air, just like
you enter another
oh.
room. And while you can't hear or see anything, you smell that pungent smell again.
Ugh.
Something freaky's going on in here, and that's about
This
all
is
you can
what dungeon
discern.
sounds like.
Something freaky.
After you walk for a little while longer, he motions for you to sit by kind of like tapping on you and like making you feel the chair beneath you.
Do I
And all
know
of you
this now? Can I like, because I'm a kitsune, I guess?
do a perception check.
Yes, sir. Gets that. Oh my god.
The only thing you're able to find out about this smell is it's fucking strong.
Ugh.
And as he has all of you sit down, he kind of like, you feel like this shuffling around you, almost as if you can sense it a little bit, but that's all you can kind of perceive. And then finally, you feel a tap on your back as they have you wrap your arms around the back of the chair, and they begin to tie knots. Very strong and not really breakable knots right now, except for maybe Mountain Fist if he chose to.
Shiribari.
Around each of your wrists, keeping you tied to the chair and in place. This is one of your books.
I think I've read this before somewhere.
That would be
No.
said.
No,
where
it's not that at all.
This is a
Is
kinky
this where
brothel.
is this where you
Yeah.
get the cattails?
Oh my god, my butt plug! Fuck!
forgot it, dude.
The
Damn.
one time it might have came in handy. This helped. All right, continue.
You
Too
wait,
late,
you have a
Phileas.
butt plug?
Too late.
Can we beckon for him to? Hey, shout out the door, Pilius, come in here.
I think we're
It's
too
fine,
far
yeah,
gone
too
into this
far.
brothel at this point.
There's apparently a lot of noise in this part too.
As you wait a little bit longer, you kind of feel the hand of this strong man kind of like tilt your head back
Who?
and kind of like
Which of us four?
blow on each of your noses, causing you to
Oh.
like open your mouth like in reaction, and you feel this viscous fluid being poured down your throat.
Ugh.
Nice.
This fluid seems to spread along all your body, filling it with this odd warmth, this alien presence that appears to be inside you. It almost appears to have a
Heroin.
mind of its own as it fills each one of your orifices and kind of gives you that funky feeling, almost as if you're in the midst of some sort of horror movie. It feels like it's tickling your insides.
Can I be
The
into
fuck?
it?
Can I be into it?
Can I be into it?
With that, your breathing starts to halt as it seeps into your lungs almost and stops you from breathing. You were almost at the verge of passing out, and you kind of feel that euphoric burst right before you're on the edge of consciousness. And just as that's
Whoa.
about to happen, the liquid seems to like slingshot out of out of your body and like fly out of your mouth. All of you
Yeah.
choking profusely and
That's some
coughing.
breastplate right there.
I am,
It's like
Christ.
edging you.
I am really
Gross.
not.
Just
Hey,
imagine
I've done this before.
think how freaky Arlot is if he enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And with that,
I feel
they
Goddamn.
they
You
remove
can't even see what you feel right
they
now.
remove your blindfolds
Not
and
allowed
earplugs, and you're able to see. You're in the center of this velvety room. This red velvety material covers the walls and the floors. You see that man is still there, but whatever he poured inside your throats appears to be gone. His hands are behind his back, and he says, "Gentlemen, I presume you enjoyed your experience. Are you ready for the next part of our little excursion?"
Is there more? Oh god, I
I
kind of
think
ruined that
so.
one.
I wish to leave.
I wish to meet you.
I don't wish to be here anymore.
You
Are
might
they
be
like
a
drenched
new
Which
in
way
some
to the
nasty
exit?
fluid right now?
Wait.
They're sweating profusely from not being able to breathe. Like they have a sheen to them. What were you
I'll be
saying,
on my
Sock?
merry way.
Therma walks out before getting to the next session. Now there are only 3 left in the brawl.
That was brilliant, Therival. You got out of there. What did you see on your way back?
You're gonna have to
I
explain
saw
yourself. Good luck.
miracles and hellholes.
Hell hose.
Oh,
I love hell hose. All right. And with that, if nobody else decides to leave, the gentleman unties your bonds and leads you into a room in the back of this other room. As he opens a
Thank you.
door that has the same red, soft material that's covering everything else,
Oh,
you
wait.
find yourself in a dimly lit room from what you can tell from the black and white appearance. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. You think it's red.
Okay.
My
It's
bad.
like it looks
I
like it
know there's
looks
plot
red.
holes. I'm high, okay?
No, that's
Um,
good.
And as you walk into this room, it says dimly lit by candles adorning the walls. You see that there's a figure in the center of the room. Kind of like, she looks to be like an old crone. And she's kind of like
Or an
hunched
old
over a
crow.
table in the center of the room and motions for the three of you to sit across from her. And she kind of like looks at each of you and says, "Well, seems I have a few strapping young lads. Are you ready
our
for this part of the
dominatrix?
journey?"
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yes.
And with that, she kind of grabs this thing out of a bag. And you kind of look, and it seems to be some sort of weird bug. And she takes three of them out, and she puts one on each of your palms as you hold it outstretched. And you kind of feel this light pinch as if something bit you.
This little
The three
fucker.
bugs recede and go back into her little bag almost of their own accord. And you kind of feel something strange happening. Your words are starting to become a little more slurred as you try to talk and ask what's happening.
What?
The room starts to spin around. Everything is in a daze. You kind of
Oh, sock, hold me.
it almost feels like you can see yourself outside your body as if you're having an outer body experience. And just as quick as you can say, "What are you doing to me?" She kind of looks over at you and has this old crone laugh. She's like, "Ha!" And you kind of like feel it reverberate inside your head, almost as if it's coming from every single direction. You
I
can
like
see
the
different
first
after images
part
of her start
better.
to line the walls, and that's fucking freaky. If there were colors, you just know that you would see this kind of kaleidoscope of different ones, but as it's black and white, it just ends up being very disorienting for you. You kind of pass out in the chairs you're sitting in and wake up a couple minutes later. And she kind of like looks at all of you kind of groggily awake and she says, "Well, gentlemen, how was your trip?"
I like the first part better.
I like Mage Leaf more, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It was all terrible.
What was I supposed to see?
I clocked
All
out
the-
after round 1.
I wish it was colors, but this is
She
quite a
looks
different
at all of
time.
you. She looks at all of you and says, "Well, you have one last stop in your journey.
Is there
Now
another bomb?
you all should feel quite proud of yourselves for making this far. The third stage is quite scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious. Are we eating
No.
these things? Oh.
Uh, and it takes place with our best lady. She, in fact,
I'm
I'm not supposed to tell
hungry.
you this, but she actually has private audiences with the king every once in a while because of her services."
Yeah, sign me up. Let's go.
And
That's too
once
good of a
again, they
deal.
lead you into another back room of back rooms,
The back rooms.
and you manage to find your way into this place that seems almost incongruent with the rest of the brothel. You can see that there's, instead of that soft velvety material covering the walls and the ceiling and the floors, you see that instead it's replaced by cobblestone that's, like I said, very incongruous with the rest of the house. It To be frank, it looks like a dungeon inside. There's manacles on the walls for holding people. There's different varieties of tools that look like to be medieval torture devices.
Of the
And you can
sort.
see she's a very lithe woman standing in the middle of the room. She has what appears to be jet black hair that goes all the way down her back. She's, for what you might say, conventionally attractive. And as you
Professionally
approach her,
dominatrix.
she looks at all of you with a wry smile and says, "Gentlemen, gentlemen, I take it you've had a good time so far."
Yeah, I'm chilling,
You're a
bruv.
You're a
Bro.
professional, miss.
She looks over at all of you and says, "Yes, yes, I can see why you've made it this far." Says, "Well, gentlemen, I'm ready to give you an experience that will make you cry. Are you ready?"
What do you mean by cry?
What's our safe word?
You'll
Just
see,
gonna
my
bring up
friend.
my parents.
Oh my god, Alex.
It's pineapple, right? It's gotta be pineapple.
Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
My
Give me
will's
1 second.
already out, so might as well.
Butter.
Butter with the butter dog.
Oh
The people
yeah.
outside just like twiddling their thumbs, being like, "This is a fine day today." Standing outside a brothel, everyone else knows
A
why they're
fine
Okay.
black
standing
and
up.
white day.
She leads you to the back of the room that seems to be a little more dimly lit before she takes a match out, lights another candle, and what you can see three what looks to be psychiatrist chairs, if you know what those look like.
Oh, the lounging day
And another
chairs.
chair just kind of like next to them. And she sits down on it and puts on some glasses, crosses her legs, and pulls out what appears to be a notepad of some sort. She says, "Sit, gentlemen, sit." And as you all sit upon these chairs and says, she looks at all of you and says in a caring tone, "How are all of you, really?"
I'm a bit confused that you had exactly 3 chairs ready for us.
It's typically parties of 3 that make it here. Don't ask me why. We don't know either.
Just a magic number, I suppose.
Honestly,
Hmm.
it's been a bit rough.
Yeah, it's not. I like the first part better, like I said, but this is a little bit esoteric now.
Well,
This show's a little bit more colored.
I can see that it has. It kind of puts a hand on Sock's shoulder, and in a way that almost makes him tear up, he looks at him and says, "It's going to be okay." And with that, Sock just fucking starts bawling like a baby. Just really reunited with his inner child over this session. Just feels like he could keep going.
I never knew
He says,
my father.
"Well, gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your experience." Sure, it was
Counterspell.
worth the money you'll eventually be paying when you leave here. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, how much is it?
I didn't know about that, miss.
She kind of looks at the 3 of you and gauges, kind of like looks at how tall Mountain Fist holds her hand above her head, almost as if she's measuring him. And then thinks for a second and says, "I'd say 10 gold pieces per, just because I like you." And she kind of like pinches Sock's cheek.
Shit!
I just
10
got this
gold?
pain in my heart.
Question: I will not be paying the money.
Mountain Fist, I think that is a statement.
I don't say anything.
Something's happening in there. Oh, oh.
Like, money's no longer my best friend. Oh,
All right,
yes,
Mountain
it
Fist, roll an intimidation check.
The fairy all parents moment.
Oh shit!
She looks over
Hey,
at the
it's when it
muscular
matters, man.
stature of Mountain Fist and goes,
I got like one eye closed and one
Yeah.
eye is like really big and it's like shaking, you know. I'm like,
Like a cartoon.
She claps slowly. "Of course you won't pay a thing. Not a dime, dear.
Yeah, but what about
No,
me and
man.
Bloopy? Do we still gotta
You two
pay?
will be paying 20 gold pieces apiece, just
What
like we
the
agreed."
Oh,
fuck? Are
to
you
make it up for
kidding
him.
me?
We have to help them. They need us.
That means that we were
Lily's
just
on the
spending
ground, just reaching.
that we're spending 10 more cumulatively.
Do you
What
have
the
any
fuck is
more
that?
questions for me, gentlemen, besides how your wallet will be feeling
Yeah,
after this?
so to be honest, I kind of wanted to know a little bit about what's going on in this kingdom. You see, I'm not from around here. And since you're such a lovely, how do you say, counselor of sorts, perhaps you can counsel me on this matter of wanting to know more about this town of here's.
Kind of like looks over at you and is like, I suppose you want to hear about the king as well.
Yeah,
I don't-
especially him.
Mm,
Yeah, especially him.
I want to see where the magic will play
She
out.
sits back on her psychologist chair, kind of pulls out a thing of mage leaf and lights it
Wait,
with her
can I
match.
hit that? Can I hit that?
30 gold pieces apiece. And kind of like
You're
takes a
too
wait,
eager.
drag.
wait, like
Too
just
eager.
to smoke it, or like our whole like total like price for this session?
Don't bring it back
40 if
up
you
to
keep
that.
asking questions.
Oh my God!
Fuck
Stop.
Takes
that.
another drag.
Fuck that. We
I
get
take
fucking
1
outs for that
Come,
fucking much on the
sit
street.
back on the chairs, and you all sit back on the chairs, and you lean back, like kind of like hands over your stomach. Says, well, what would you like to know about said king?
So why did you show up here?
Why? Did you not hear the stories? He was banished by the current king. Of course he came to whatever city he could find to make himself the true ruler of. However
Is
he
this
said it.
anti-magic because of him or for him? Is it the colorless world that was he the one that?
All I know is it started not long after he got here, honey.
His castle. Do you know of perhaps any way to legally and ethically enter it without trespassing?
Takes
Any
another
places where
long drag and thinks for a second. Blows it in Sock's face in an O.
Oh, fuck yeah.
If I had to
creepy little
think,
man?
Shuddering a
besides
little
the
bit.
way I get in there, of course, he really does like my services. He likes when I ask him how his day is.
Yeah, I'm
Takes
sure he
another
doesn't
drag and
get that a
says,
whole lot from his staff.
I've heard from a couple of the help in there that there's a secret passage underground that they're trying to find. I'm not exactly sure where this passage is, as they haven't even found it, but they say that the king is desperately looking for it, trying to seal it up, just in case anybody decides to use that passage. The only hints they have as to where it might be is it's hidden in plain sight. Some people think that this could lead to the town square, but I digress.
Okay,
Anyway,
I got one more question for you.
uh-huh.
Let us say I theoretically come back here to said brothel, and I theoretically pay you services, and you theoretically take me and perhaps 6 to 7 other individuals under your care into the castle on one of your appointments. Would you
You say
maybe
you're
say take 1,000 gold pieces for that?
Oh,
He thinks for a moment
you're gonna kill him
and
out
says,
there while we're
you
in here.
realize that my head is at risk here. If I take you there and he doesn't like you, I'll be killed or disappeared like everybody else. You
That's your
think I would stick
career.
my neck out for somebody I barely know?
Do you think there'd be
You'll
a
be
way to
fine.
get in there, but they don't know it was you that let us in there? But like you when you go in there, like just like a
Not
moment
That's
of
just
possible.
different.
They
opportunity.
vet everybody at the entrance and let the barrier up for anybody that comes in.
Fuck.
The only way I know of, like I said, is the
Where's
passage
Steven's
underground.
guest? We just walked in here.
And that's only because the barrier does not extend underground.
Hmm.
Reasonable, rational.
What, doesn't extend underground?
No, of course not. It reaches
Hmm.
all the way up to the heavens, and yet it cannot go underground. They never anticipated somebody to be coming in this secret passage. They never prepared the barrier that way. It would take months to set it up again.
All right, I got one last question.
Hmm.
Do I pay here or at the front?
She pulls out, so she like takes like that joint she had and like puts it behind her ear, like a accountant
Oh,
almost,
you,
and kind of like pulls out another little box of money and opens it up and kind of grabs it and says, 30 gold pieces each, gentlemen, except for you. And she kind of goes like that at
Fucking
Mountain Fist.
30! God damn it.
As you
Well,
shell out the
whatever.
30 gold pieces, she plops them gently into the box. closes it with a snap and says, "All right, gentlemen, be on your way." And they usher you out to meet with your friends. And I need just a minute. I have to heat up a meal for a 2-year-old. Give me 1 second.
Does this mean we can dig under the castle and use magic then? I
You
was
know,
I was I was gonna offer my fabricate spell, but I don't know how to convince them to do that.
that's a good point, but I'm just hoping that Phileas doesn't fucking grub all that money and hands out a little bit, because we just paid out fucking extra.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to show my receipts.
Not least because Mountain Fist fucking
He
screwed us
stood us
over.
down. Oh well,
Maybe you
yeah, he
guys should
did.
have been stronger.
Maybe since I only enjoyed 1/3, I probably should have just paid 1/3 of it. But
Yeah,
oh
I don't
well.
think you would have lived.
Do you wonder what that bug was about?
Yeah, it was a bit fucking
We're
weird.
not mutants, are we?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have a word with Phileas.
You almost got that sage leaf though. You almost did it.
Yeah, not for fucking 40 for a joint. What the fuck is that shit?
Not even a full one.
Not even a. It would just be whatever she's smoking. Like 40
It'll
for a
just be like a
used
kiss,
spliff. What the fuck
shotgun
am
kiss.
I, an addict?
And you start picking at your
You
face.
sound like one asking though. Honestly, you hopped onto that so fast.
Listen,
I was
it's a
gonna say.
dependency, not an addiction. All right.
We're just like talking about this as we were leaving. This going back from where we came from, all the rooms and stuff. This time without the ears, and we would just hear everything over the ears. I think that was called what they call a Dawn Matrix right there. So guys, you wouldn't believe what happened. There was this bug, and like it was on my hands, and
Yeah, it made us feel some weird shit.
magic doesn't work underground. I mean, it does work underground. Does that mean like we can just like grab a little shovel, dig up the ground, and see brown? Then because the barrier is only like halfway. That'll be fascinating.
It's probably fucked up underground wherever there's a castle at. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, yeah. I do want to try, and I haven't tried a fabricate spell. You can convert raw materials into products of the same material. For example, a wooden bridge from a couple of trees, a rope from a patch of hemp, clothes from flax or wool. If I did it on the dirt, I would just be moving it. I don't know. Can we see if in a range you can fabricate something larger or smaller contained in a 10-foot cube or a connected 5-foot cubes? Given a sufficient quantity of material you are working with, metal, stone, and other mineral substance. However, the fabricated object can no longer be or than a medium contained a 5-foot cube. I don't know. I actually don't know how to use the spell. Oh, magical items and creatures cannot be transmuted, so I guess this is magic area, so I want to count it. What if we just start a fire?
That never works.
Because,
Yeah.
like,
I don't know.
yeah.
Don't say that. I don't know. Thorfinn was onto something once.
Everyone's too
I
happy.
mean, you ain't
Thorfinn was
wrong.
onto something.
We gotta take down this barrier somehow. These people haven't lived with anyone new in like decades. It seems like that must be so lonely. Oh, is you seen WandaVision? This is the WandaVision's house. I want to hear that.
Hostale's never seen WandaVision before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Never. It's embarrassing. Actually.
What's that?
Riz. What's that?
Riz. Hello, Queen.
I'm surprised we don't have any Balaka sounds.
Oh, I'm
Sorry about that.
sorry.
Hi, welcome back.
I don't think Vance is here.
We were just like
we
talking
talked
about
to
each other about our experiences as we were leaving, and then
Ugh.
catching everyone else
Okay.
that we were doing. Showing
Women.
our receipts to little
Good idea.
to Phileas here.
Women.
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 So true.
Songs are their money.
So are the
and their
worms.
world don't equal
Oh,
die.
so are the worms.
Dude, if I knew about them worms.
Is there anywhere we can like dig underground now? I'm like so
I think
since we
we're
just
about to
learned
find out.
the barricade's only like half domed.
Don't you want to go back and tell your new friends?
Oh yeah, about our pleasant adventure and the bug
Yeah.
that bit our
Yeah.
hands.
The whole bug penis thing?
Serval, you missed out so much. It was so fun. We paid we paid 30 gold, which was about 10
Hey
gold.
Phileas,
You did what? You did what?
Phileas,
What?
we got some choice information, but you might need to pay out some of that 1,000 to us.
Since we suffered so much, we did so
What
much
do you
work.
mean?
Like
You haven't paid yet?
No,
no,
like
no, we paid
no,
Let's just go.
out of our own
no.
pockets.
Well, like yeah, but
No.
like we used our money to get information.
Mm-hmm.
You used your what now?
You
You used,
My
you used
Our
gold
my what
gold.
now?
pieces to
Our
get
GOLD.
information.
Yes. And we would like
Do I have to
you
yell it
to
louder for the
reimburse
His
ravens
eye starts
in the
twitching.
rafters?
you reimburse us for
Yeah.
paying the bug. A
See,
bug
the
literally bit
counselor even
us
gave us
and
some receipts,
almost
which is
died.
unusual for a sex worker therapist of her caliber.
It's hard to tax
I
in
think
this
this is.
taxing.
I think we've all learned a valuable lesson that it is good, well and good that I'm holding on to your money, Sock.
Yeah, but the
Just him?
information that we got,
What would that be? Secondary to the money lost, I'm sure.
see, we'll go talk about it, but maybe let's not do it in such public sight of you know,
Ricky numbers.
everybody.
The painted
Everybody.
ladies.
Okay.
Next
So
time we're
like
sending
I said,
Phileas. Next time we're sending
you should go back and talk to your new friends about this for the new information, and then yeah, is everybody on board with going back and talking to them?
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Okay. Our group follows the way back to meet Jax once more, and as you walk in, he says, "Well, gentlemen, did you find anything?"
Yes.
an
It's gonna
experience.
cost you.
30 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
What was 10 gold pieces?
So we learned that there is a secret entrance under the king's castle, and he has not yet sealed it, but is currently looking for a way to do so.
I see.
She'll have to
And
give
do you
up
have any
her
clues
name
as to
and
where this passage may be?
It could be hiding in plain sight.
The fountain. It's under the fountain.
He thinks for a moment, snaps. He says, "I think you might be right. Now that I think about it, that fountain. Whatever reason, I
that
don't remember it
fountain.
being there in the original city.
It's such an
It's
open
almost as
place,
if
though.
it was fogged from my mind. But now that you say it, yes, I don't recognize that fountain. You could be onto something. Well, I have an idea. I'll have all of you. We need to rest for the night. But in the morning, meet me in town square with everybody else, and we will try to find a way to get into that fountain. I know we may not be able to do anything during the day, but we can at least scout it out, see if there's any way to get in. Does that sound good, gentlemen?
Mm-hmm.
I
I think I have a plan.
Been different.
It's a detector to.
am
I'll
ambivalent.
Well, we can
explain it
discuss it
later.
at the town square.
So
Don't
I-
worry about it.
I have one
Later.
question before we
What?
break and rest. Does this organization does it comp
Reimburse.
workers' expenses?
Does it reimburse
You
for?
see, I have a friend here that is holding a certain amount of money in possession because he is our banker, apparently,
Financier.
financier,
Financier!
and he's trying to seeing as he won't
Does
let
he?
me access
Thank you.
our savings.
He's not giving us the
Um,
proper amount.
perhaps spent a X amount of gold to procure services to get this information.
We need an accountant.
It was a bit
I-
pricey for me, admittedly. and our good
I would-
friend, the Kitsune Bloopy here.
No,
I like how then I
rancid
say
too.
about
You
Like
got
2,000
60
pieces
gold?
to be exact.
it was quite
Rock roll
rancid.
persuasion check.
For which one? 2,000
Sock
or
for
60?
no, not 2,000.
How about 2,000?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Should have went with 2,000, Sock.
It's a nat 17.
Jax looks at you both and says, "Well," and then it kind of like looks at Mountfist. Is like, was he not charged? Did he not have to pay?"
Yeah,
Do you
so
see this
he
man?
Where's
he
his
Try,
receipt?
try and make me.
he
Try.
he basically said that
He's
to
a-
her
That's what he
and then
did. That's what
charged
he
us
did.
more. It was kind of
We were
weird.
going to
I was
pay 10
pretty
gold
upset about
pieces.
it, but she wouldn't have it from me, a weird ass looking kobold
He's
like
like, "Well, they
myself.
do have families to feed." And he's like, "I understand." But he says, "Of course, friend." And he kind of drops 60 gold pieces into your palm.
Thank
And
you.
as you're about to,
See?
as the coins are
Phileas?
about to land on Sock's palm, you see Phileas just kind of fly
You
over
No,
fucking
no,
grab it with his
dick!
teeth.
no.
Give me that
You.
fucking money!
I
That is
start
my money!
initiation. Fuck
You
you.
fucking
It is
pompous
your money.
asshole.
I'm just holding it for you, Sock.
That's
Until
investing it.
fucking
Thank you.
when? Until when?
For whenever we deem fit to use it, silly goose.
No, we're gonna run out of money before we can even pay outside. What if we didn't pay?
Motherfucker.
And
With
then
Jax
like,
noticing that
all
their
the
argument
money.
about their finances might spill over into the late dead of night,
They
he
keep running out of
ushers
my
them into a
fucking
nearby
wallet.
abandoned building that
It's just like,
surprisingly is well furnished on the
Fuck's sake.
inside.
town's all silent. Is this the one fucking
He
house
ushers you
still
all
light
up
up
into your
with
own little
yelling?
private rooms, and you're able
God.
to take a long rest for the night.
Alone?
A long rest.
We're in our private rooms right now?
Yeah, you all have your
Roll
own
for
room.
jerking
Yeah,
off.
no.
Roll an
Finally,
athletics check.
finally I
That's an
can
athletics
work it,
check.
bro.
You had to check, would that be like a strength check or endurance?
It's athletics, bro.
Mine's wisdom, dude.
Mine's wisdom, dude. Sock. Wow.
Wait, would it be sleight of hand because you don't want to get noticed?
Sock
Or
and
stealth?
Thorfinn being positioned in the rooms
Fucking
next to
shit,
each
Philly.
other can kind of like hear some soft grunts coming from the
I
room
watch
next to
it.
them. Phileas is gooning it so hard that that Jax next door like wakes, almost wondering what that noise is. Bloopy is quite tender,
Tender.
very loving.
I'm just like on my ears on the door, just like, what the fuck? These are our perceptions.
Sloshing sounds.
Ew.
Ew.
And with the goonery hopefully done,
Sniff.
night breaks away for day.
Well, no other gooners, just us.
And as you awaken and face the day, you decide to make good on your promise with Jax and walk over to the town square. But as you walk, you can kind of feel this
There-
commotion in the air.
There are some
People
people
are-
who have not yet slept.
True.
Sorry.
Chloe.
You can feel this commotion in the air. There's talking a little louder than you're used to ever since getting into this city. You can kind of see people like talk amongst themselves, but while they're still smiling, they seem almost unsettled. And as you get to town square, you kind of see this crowd formed. And as you make your way past the crowd, you see what exactly is causing all the commotion. You see the bodies of Jax and your other newfound friends hanging
Newborn.
across the buildings adorning the town square. Their faces are bruised and battered, blood leaking from their lips.
Ooh.
They are all dead. Your new friends, just as quick as you made them, are now ushered away from this world. Almost as if a challenge spoken by the king himself, saying, "Come find me if you want to end up like this." And with that, I'm going to end it here.
Wait,
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm in a
can I-
lot of pain, admittedly.
What happened?
Can I search their
Yeah,
pockets?
I'm in a lot
My
of pain
back's
now.
just
What
killing
the
me.
hell?
Your what's killing you?
My back. I have back
Oh, I'm
problems. No, you're good. I just
It's
wanted to be
probably
able
hard
to...
to walk around with
stinky
that thing between your
problems.
legs, so I understand.
Dude,
you know.
Ricky,
an
I was gonna
athletics
say,
check.
I was gonna try to do what your background is doing right now. It's like
Yeah?
a fucking like to produce a flame, be like EM detector, be like, where the fuck can I do this bad thing?
Oh, God.
It was like, that's why I asked, can we make a fire? Because look at the background. It's someone with the fire praying to a fountain again. This thing.
Well, you can hold that for next session.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
see what I can do for you.
We can't also do it in public either. So.